Instructions for the Bowling Green Fire Division Physical Agility Test. The Physical Agility Examination is a pass-fail examination. All 8 events must be completed within 14 minutes. Any rest you choose to take will be included in your total test time. You will be timed during the entire test. The time will start when you begin to unroll the hose for the hose roll. The time will continue to run and stop when you hand the sandbag to the test monitor on event number 8. You may not run during any portion of the test. Running is defined as moving swiftly with both feet off the ground. You may take a total of 60 seconds of rest during the test. The time may be used in any increment. If you exceed the total of 60 seconds of rest time, this will be considered a withdrawal, and you will be required to sign a withdrawal form. It is the candidate's responsibility to inform the test monitor when you wish to rest and for how many seconds. Rest may only be taken between events. Once an event has been started, you must continue until its completion. Note, it is not required that you take any rest time, nor is it required that you use all 60 seconds. You may ask the test monitor at any point how much time you have used for your total time and/or rest time. Candidate is required to bring picture ID. The candidate will be required to sign a waiver prior to taking the test. The candidate may use gloves during the agility test. Gloves will not be furnished. If an applicant puts on or takes off gloves during testing, it must be done between events and will be counted as rest time. The candidate may bring his or her own firefighting helmet. It may be worn if approved by the Bowling Green Fire Division on test day. If the helmet falls off, continue with the event. The test monitor will pick the helmet up and return it to the applicant after the event has been completed. Illness or injury may be a cause to cancel or discontinue the test. Event number 1, hose roll. Completely unroll and roll one length of 2.5-inch fire hose. Roll hose tightly. This will help prevent the hose from falling apart. Hose must be then returned to the starting point. Hose must be rolled out, not thrown out. The roll must be in contact with the hands at all times. Event number 2, hose line advance. Pick up the nozzle attached to the 2.5-inch hose, place it over shoulder, and drag hose 150 feet to the designated line. Nozzle may be on the front or back of the shoulder. You may not pick up additional hose and carry it in hand. After crossing the line, turn around and return hose nozzle to starting point. Place hose and nozzle on the ground. Forward progress must be maintained during this event. Event number 3, ladder hoist. Stand on the platform between the ladder and building. Grasp a rope using a hand-over-hand motion. Pull until the ladder is fully extended and stops. Ladder is then lowered using the hand-over-hand motion. Do not allow the rope to slip through the hands. You must maintain a standing position while raising and lowering the ladder. Event number 4, fire extension. Crawl through a 2 by 2 foot opening onto a simulated attic joist space 16 inches apart. You are to crawl on hands and knees to the opposite wall. After touching the wall with one hand, return by crawling and exit through the same opening. Event number 5, ventilation. Stand and strike the railroad tie with the sledgehammer. Railroad tie must be moved preset distance before the event is completed. You may use either hand or you may alternate while using the sledgehammer. Candidate must stand straddling the railroad tie. Event number 6. This event is divided into 3 continuous parts. Part 1. Carry a 50-foot bundle of 2.5-inch hose with nozzle and 12-pound sledgehammer from ground level to a designated area on the 2nd floor. This equipment is then set down. If the bundle or sledgehammer is dropped and picked back up, candidate may continue. Part 2. You'll now grasp a rope from the test monitor. Pull until the second 2.5-inch hose coupling is over the railing. At this point, the monitor will take control of the rope and hose. Applicant must stand in the designated area. If the rope or hose is dropped or slips, applicant may continue until the second coupling is over the railing. Part number 3. The bundle of 2.5-inch hose with nozzle and sledgehammer will be handed to the candidate by the monitor and will return them to ground level. Hose and sledgehammer are to be set down in designated area. If package or sledgehammer is dropped and picked back up during the event, candidate may continue. Event number 7, rescue drag. The candidate will drag a fitness sled approximately 190 pounds, 75 feet, from a starting line to a designated line and return to the starting line. Maintain forward progress at all times. Drag either walking forward or backward. Pull strap must be grasped at the top of the loop. Event number 8, rescue carry. The candidate will pick up a sandbag approximately 100 pounds and carry it 75 feet from the starting line to a designated line and return it to the starting line where it will be handed to a test monitor. Once you have left the designated starting point for this event, the dummy must not touch the ground until you cross the finish line. The dummy may be carried in any way you choose. However, it must be off the ground. Dragging is not allowed. If the dummy touches the ground, the candidate fails. Once the test has been completed, you'll be assisted in removing equipment worn during the test. The test monitor will then record the test completion results on the appropriate sheet. This sheet will require a signature of the candidate. This will conclude your participation in the physical agility test.